Hello and welcome to NKSC Channel 13 News. I'm Sydney Yoder. In other news, Sheriff's Office deputies deliver food baskets to senior citizens in need. In Chesapeake, Virginia, the deputies from the Chesapeake Sheriff's Office get into the holiday spirit and decide to bring cheer to the senior citizens in the area. Rather than bringing warrants, levies, or evictions to people's doors, they bring food baskets, hugs, and conversations. One of the stops, Audrey Smith, says, "I thank the Sheriff's Department for blessing me with this food, and I thank them for taking the time, because sometimes when you're old, people don't take time with you." All of the seniors who were visited were grateful for the deputies' kindness. Next, we'll be going to Nolan Antrup with sports after a word from our sponsors. Thank you, Nolan, for that exciting update on sports. Meanwhile, on December 5th, a fascinating art piece was displayed at the Miami Art Basel. The Italian artist Maurizio Cattelan used gray duct tape to tape a banana to the wall of an art gallery. Many people were captivated by the exciting piece of art, while others were perplexed. The first edition of this piece from a local Miami supermarket sold to Periton, an art gallery, for $120,000. Other versions of this piece sold for even higher amounts of money. The Art Basel is a famous international festival held in many different countries, including Hong Kong, China, Basel, Switzerland, and Miami Beach, Florida. Thank you, Chloe. In today's society, global warming has become a crucial issue. For the scientists at the University of Michigan, this has become very clear. They studied more than 70,000 specimens of 52 migratory bird species from North America. These birds were from 1978 to 2016. The results were shocking. They found that all of the species had shrunk in size significantly. In addition to this, they discovered that the wingspan of the birds increased in length. After finding these results, the scientists came up with a theory. Due to climate change, the birds adapted to the environment. A question that came up during the study is, are they able to keep up with the warming temperatures, or are they lagging behind? Research has found that birds are very much at risk and that their populations have been decreasing. Just in the United States and Canada, the population has dropped by nearly 3 billion to the loss of habitats and the change in food supply. Scientists also considered the theory that because of the shrinking in body mass, birds need a longer wingspan to help carry them and be more efficient during migration. The scientists are still trying to find out if climate change caused by humans are threatening not just birds, but all species of animals. Monarch butterflies and polar bears have already been affected by climate change. Some amazing phenomena are happening in Sydney, Australia. The entire sky has turned orange due to multiple wildfires. There are around 100 fires that are starting to join together to make one massive wildfire. The smoke from the fires reaches from the Tasman Sea to New Zealand, which is 2,000 kilometers or 1,243 miles away. There has been low visibility and residents are wearing masks to protect themselves from the hazardous smoke caused by the fires. These fires have burned nearly 827,803 acres. Scientists believe that climate change-driven droughts caused these fires. After a word from our sponsors, we will have Katie Days with the weather. During firearm season, many hunters are hoping to bag a monster buck, but for one hunter, that's completely different. Joshua Swindle went hunting in Dallas County on November 26, hoping that his luck would change after not seeing anything all season. After he spotted a patch of white fur moving in the trees 50 yards in front of his blind, his interest was piqued. He raised his .308 caliber Savage rifle and was able to kill a magnificent albino deer with one shot. Swindle states that it's a beautiful animal that God put on this earth. I hunt to put food on my table, and I was very fortunate. All glory goes to God in this. He plans to harvest all of the meat, shoulder mount the deer, and tan the rest of its hide. This is a sad story for a family in Jacksonville, Florida. The family of 3 includes Benet Desclefs, his wife Kathy Desclefs, and their 17-year-old son, Luke Desclefs. They were all diagnosed with different types of cancer. It started with Kathy discovering her non-Hodgkin's lymphoma 5 years ago. Then Benet was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor and predicted only to live about 12 more years. Luke was then diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma 2 months later, and he will be receiving a PET scan to see how he is responding to treatment. To their community, Benet is a well-known chef of a popular French-American restaurant. People in the area have started a fundraiser to raise money for the family's treatments. So far, they have raised over $35,000. Even a law firm, Farrar & Farrar, has decided to donate $10,000 towards their expenses. There's a chance they might have to sell the restaurant they've owned for about 16 years, but they hope it does not come to that. They've even hired an extra worker to help lighten the workload for them. This has been NKSC 13. I'm Sydney Yoder. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.